Good evening. I want to call to order today's meeting of the Greater Dayton RTA Meeting. I'm sorry. Let me get it together. I gotta laugh at something. I'm still mad at Ryan Day. Everybody, those who are able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Stanford, could we have the roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Rumpel?
Here.
Ms. White?
Present.
Mr. Newport?
Here.
Mr. Fulenkamp?
Here.
Ms. Matthews Benson?
Present.
Ms. Miller?
Present.
Mr. Mullins?
Here.
Mr. Wexler?
Here.
Mr. Williamson?
Here.
Thank you. We have 9.
We do have quorum, so we can conduct regular business. Greater Dayton RTA bylaws require that the board approves today's meeting agenda. The agenda was mailed in advance of today's meeting. Are there any changes or amendments to the agenda? With no changes, I will declare the consent agenda approved. Approval of the November 7th board meeting minutes. If anyone requests a reading of the November 7th board meeting minutes, or are there any changes or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, I will declare that the meeting minutes from November 7th, 2024 are approved as presented. We will move on now to committee reports. Finance Personnel Committee, Ms. Matthews Stinson.
Good afternoon. The Finance and Personnel Planning Committees held a meeting on November 19th, and as a result, we are recommending 7 action items for the board's consideration. Action item number 2, UPS battery backup and installation rebid. The purpose of this procurement is to award a contract for the replacement of Greater Dayton RTA's UPS battery backup system. This system is located at the 600 Longworth location, and it provides backup electrical power in the event of a main power failure. Mr. Pat O'Malley presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in your package. Staff is available to answer any questions the board may have. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a contract award to Green Source Distribution, Inc. for the UPS battery backup installation for $109,547 and a 5-year service plan totaling $29,413 plus a 10% contingency of $13,896 for a grand total of $152,856.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 2, UPS battery backup and installation rebid, be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 3. Number 2, ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel. Greater Dayton RTA uses number 2 ultra-low sulfur fuel daily for the diesel bus fleet and RTA's non-revenue diesel vehicles. Vendors were required to base their bids on the daily oil price information service. For gross number 2 ultra-low sulfur distillate price, Dayton, Ohio, rack average plus or minus a fixed differential. The differential determines the lowest bidder. Mr. O'Malley presented this action at our meeting, and the supporting information is in your board package today. Staff is available to answer any questions you may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance and Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a contract award to World Fuel Services, Inc. for number 2 ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel with a differential of minus 0.0826 for the base year for an estimated $3,339,286,000 with a differential of minus 0.0750 for optional year one for an estimated $3,348,407,000 with a differential of minus 0.0650 for option year two for an estimated $3,360,406,000 for a total estimated award of $10,048,099. Actual costs will vary based on the daily OPIS price. The total dollar amount will not exceed the annual budgeted amount in the operating budget.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 3, number 2, ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you. Action item number 4, on-site technical support. The purpose of this procurement is for the RTA to obtain the service of Keepy Electric, the next-gen trolley manufacturer, to provide on-site technical support services for the next-gen trolley fleet. These services will allow RTA staff to continue to increase their technical capacity and troubleshooting skills for the long-term maintenance and repair of the next-gen trolley fleet. These services will be supplied over the next 2 years. Mr. O'Malley presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Staff is available to answer any questions you may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a 2-year contract with the amount of $452,342 to be awarded to Keepy Electric for on-site technical support services for the next-gen trolleys.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 4, on-site technical support, be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 5, electric storage batteries. The purpose of this procurement is to award a 2-year contract with one option year to provide Greater Dayton RTA with electric storage batteries on an as-needed basis. The successful vendor will be responsible for servicing the account and meeting all purchase requirements for the specified period. Requirements include filling battery orders and processing and documenting all warranty battery claims. Mr. O'Malley presented this information at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in your package today. And Mr. O'Malley and staff are available to answer any questions you may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a 2-year contract award to D&S Auto Parts for electric storage for an estimated amount of $210,930 with 1-year option for $112,680 plus a 10% contingency fee of $32,361 for any unforeseen battery usage, for a grand total contract award of $355,971.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 5, electric storage batteries, be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 6, professional arborist. The purpose of this procurement is for the RTA to obtain the services of a professional arborist certified by the International Society of Arboriculture, ISA, to provide services related to tree removal, assessment of trees on RTA projects, general tree care, tree plantings, tree replacements. These services will be supplied over a 5-year term. Mrs. Julie Hoffman presented this action item at our meeting, and staff is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a contract award to Tree Care, Inc. for a 5-year period based on the hourly rates quoted for services that are determined needed for a total amount of $890,000. In addition, a contingency fee of 10%, $89,000, will be included to provide tree planting and related services for a total not to exceed $979,000. Funds for professional arborist services are included in the operating budget.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 6, professional arborist, be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you. Action item number 7, the 2025 meeting schedule. As set forth in the RTA bylaws, the Board of Trustees meeting dates occur on the first Tuesday of each month. The Finance Personnel and Planning Committee meeting dates occur on the third Tuesday of each month. Lastly, the Investment Advisory Committee meets quarterly on the third Thursday during the months of January, April, July, and October. On an infrequent basis, it is necessary to change or cancel a regularly scheduled meeting date. Mr. Rosinski presented this item at our meeting, and he's available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance and Personnel Committee, I move the Board of Trustees approve the attached 2025 meeting schedule.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Action item number 7, the 2025 meeting schedule, be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 8, Administrative Compensation Guide. The Greater Dayton RTA has an administrative compensation guide for non-union employees. Periodically, if not annually, the compensation guide is reviewed and adjusted. A recommendation has been made to adjust the current compensation guide across the board by 3%. There are no implied or expressed guarantees on wage increases. Mr. Rosinski presented this action item at our meeting, and he's available to answer any questions that the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve the attached 2025 Administrative Compensation Guide.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Action item number 8, Administrative Comprehensive Guide, be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Just a couple of items to mention. The September 2024 financial report, as well as small purchasing information, has been included in today's board package. This concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Matthews Stinson. I do want to state before we go on to the next to the Planning Committee report that because someone said, I saw the meeting, you guys never object or ask any questions. I said, because there is a committee meeting where we do go through these things in depth. So that's where all the discussion on these things take place. We don't just get presented with this today at the board meeting and then we're just rubber stamping things. We're in for a committee meeting and it is lengthy many times. And there are discussions and questions that are addressed at that time. I just wanted to say this, and someone actually asked me that, and like, I don't own a rubber rubber stamp for anything, for those of you who know me.
And those meetings
Yeah.
are also open to the public.
They are. They are. That being said, on to Planning Committee. Mr. Wecker, sir.
Thank you. Finance Personnel and Planning Committees met for a jointly held meeting on November 19th, 2024, and we do not have any action items to bring before you today. At the meeting, Ms. Newton stated that this month's Customer and Business Development Update included a summary of activities that took place within the RTA throughout the year, and that highlights were included from all departments. That concludes my update, and I'm available for any additional questions.
Somebody cut off easy.
Life is not there.
It is not. That's why Belinda must be here.
Moving along, Chief Executive Officer's report. Mr. Rosinski.
Yep, I'm happy to announce Merry Christmas. The December 17th committee meeting is officially canceled.
Is that my gift?
It's your gift,
Thank you, Bob.
yours and yours alone. And likely the January 7th board meeting will be canceled as well, but I will hold that just in case there's something that emergency may arise between now and then. But, so for planning purposes, and then at your seats, I just left you one of the earlier drafts of the mural that's being painted on the wall downstairs, because I thought you might see some of that going on as you walked in today, just so you have an idea of what we're doing down there as part of our Children's Interactive Learning Center. This Thursday, they will be delivering the bus front that our maintenance department worked on and cut the bus in half and putting that in place for us. And sometime in the spring, late spring, we hope to bring in the trolley bus that we've cut the side open into. So we're making some good progress. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rosinski. Do we have any old business?
We do not.
Do we have any new business?
I have none.
Moving right along, I did not see a request for public comment. I will move on really quickly from that one then, and we'll go right on to the back here. Do we have any board member comments or announcements? And we will start now with Ms. Miller.
I do have a comment. I should have made it earlier. You know, as a board member, and I've been on this board for a long time, we have just this endless stream of contract approvals that we consider in our committees and then approve here. And once in a while, it's good to stop and take note of some just outstanding vendors and suppliers that we have that make this such a special place. And two of them we passed on today, and that's the Keepy Electric, who staff tells us has been an integral part of operations in the maintenance department and keeping the next-gen trolleys running. And then they submit a contract that is actually less than their contract that has just expired.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is Tree Care, our arborist, who's been serving us for 19 years. And the comments that we as a board considered are that they're an excellent company with good customer service, very, very few mistakes in that period of time. I just wanted the record to reflect that the appreciation of the board to great service from good companies, and those two in particular. Nothing further.
No comment?
No comments.
Well, I have a question. I thought Bob would mention it in his report at
I was
our,
trying to save time because, you.
No.
Go ahead, Sharon.
But at our planning meeting, Brandon Polachicchio was not in attendance because he was at a conference in Columbus, which we were told he was surprised with something special.
Was.
But we did not say anything about that publicly. So can you do that, Bob?
Yes, he got an Ohio Transit Professional 40 Under 40 award, and he was honored at the luncheon, and his family came, his mother and his father, and his wife and his two kids, and he appeared to be genuinely surprised when he saw them come into the room. So,
Congratulations. And the only other comment I have is, I love a great revitalization story. So I just want to thank the entire team for getting the Christmas trolley back in operation. There's been a lot of chatter online about it, and I know that it brings back memories to the community. So I just want to acknowledge that work. Great branding for the organization.
Thank you.
Since we won't be meeting in December, and this is our last board meeting of the year, I just want to wish everyone happy holidays and enjoy it, and we'll start it all over again in the new year. Thank you.
Amen.
I am not able or old enough to have any memories of the Christmas trolley. Look at me. However, I was with some volunteers over the weekend, and they were just expressing how excited they were to see it come back on the east side of town. So cheers to the maintenance team, to all the folks who made that possible. Just want to echo what Sharon has already said. That's all I have.
Pretty much everything's already been said. I was thinking about the bus and Brandon's award and stuff, so I'll keep it short and say happy holiday.
All right, well, Brandon, congratulations. You successfully fooled the committee into believing you're not over 40 years old, and I respect that, man. Hey, man, we all got to stay together, man. No, seriously, congratulations, man. That's a really, really good honor. Congratulations. You're a positive reflection on this organization. I also got a comment about the holiday trolley and everyone, some nostalgia behind that. So, kudos to the staff and maintenance and everybody that got that up and running. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, or whatever you might be celebrating, and a Happy New Year as well. Today, I want to say happy birthday to my wife. It's my wife's birthday today. So I wanted to say happy birthday to her, and then I've given you guys all my address, as my birthday is on December 31st. So, just want to lay that out there. But seriously, it's been a really good year for the RTA, and it's only good things to come from this organization. And the reason for that is because we have good people that work here. And we have people that care about the community, that care about what they're doing, and that's just tremendously important. So I don't think that should ever go unsaid.
Absolutely.
Moving along, is there a request for executive session?
There is not.
All right.
Christmas.
Yes, it is, and trying to buy a lottery ticket. I mean, there's a lot of things that are working in our favor today. So the committee meeting is actually canceled. We will, for December 17th. We will be, stay tuned for the next board meeting, whether there'll be one on the 7th or not. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
There will be no opposition. We are adjourned.